Where you see a space, it represents a missing limb.
So a little bit of a guide there as to how to identify the different athletes. Of course, there are quite a few levels of classification here for wheelchair basketball, between the level of 1 and 4.5, with the 0.5s denoting a degree whereby they can't quite fit into either the lower or the above classification. Lowest number 1 is with the most impairment, with little or no control, especially in the trunk area. Classification 2 is if the athlete is able to lean forward and manage to rotate the torso slightly. For 3, it's able to fully rotate and lean. 4 is the ability to move forward, lean and rotate, but there is still difficulty in controlled movement due to lower limb limitations, and 4.5 is really the most you can go. It's got minimal disability with no restriction in the upper body function, so it means that they can get great reach, but they've still got disabilities on the lower part of their body. Like I said, this is day 2 of competition for the wheelchair basketball. A little bit later today in the afternoon, we'll be starting off the PM session at 4 o'clock. Here's the start list for Thailand.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We'll be starting with Kwanchai,
welcome
Niwat
to the
and
8th
Ekasit.
ASEAN
Ekasit, as I mentioned, was the captain of yesterday's team. On the bench, Jakapan and
as
Visut.
Malaysia takes on Thailand. Introducing
Here we go,
first,
Malaysia's
Team
starting
Malaysia.
lineup.
And
Player
here
number
are your
4,
players.
Mohammad Khairul Azman. Mohammad
4,
Khairi was
Mohammad
instrumental
Khairul
yesterday as well.
Azman
His
Mohammad
body control,
Khairi.
his sheer size meant that he
Number
managed
6,
to overpower a lot of his Laotian
Azwar
counterparts.
Hassan Asari.
We've also got Mohammad Azwar
Number
Hassan
7,
Asari and Razali Chantik.
Chantik.
Starting for us, Twad
Number
Sukkar
10,
and Ahmad Nazri Hamza on the bench.
Number
So very
15,
strong starting lineups for
Ahmad
both
Nazri
teams.
Hamza.
Remember, this is 3 on
And
3,
there
but the
you
difference
have it,
here is we're not
Team
playing it on a single
Malaysia.
side of the court. No, we're using the
And
entire
now,
court.
Team Thailand.
There will be
And here are
2
your
halves
players.
of 7
Number
minutes
4,
each, with 2
Kwanchai
minutes
Kimkorn.
at halftime. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Number 6, Niwat
Timeouts will be limited to 30
Number
seconds.
7, Visut Sukhon. Number
There we go.
9,
Another quick look at the
Jakapan Jansupin.
Thai starting lineup. As
And
we
number
mentioned,
15,
Kwanchai, Niwat and Ekasit
Jundarian.
will be starting for us today.
And there
Substitutions
you have it, Team
optional from
Thailand.
Jakapan and Visut. So
The
you see there,
officials for this
the number
game
4 for
are
Malaysia,
From Singapore, Ho
Khairul
Shu
Azman,
Mei, and from
looking
Korea, Duck
very large.
Kun
They
Park.
seem to definitely outsize their Thai opponents. But trust me, the Thai athletes are very, very strong. They were quick on court yesterday, and I'm sure they'll be exactly the same today. All the niceties. Really is what's best about the game's experience, seeing all these countries come together. If you look just at the top of the screen, you'll see the other athletes from Thailand on the right-hand side. The nice thing about the indoor stadium is that they have created this entire ramped area, which is a seating platform for those in wheelchairs. Inclusivity is what we're trying to promote here. Trying to make sure that everybody's able to come and experience the games. If you have some time this week, please do make your way down to the stadiums. Ticketing is free. Check out the schedules on ASEANParaGames2015.com. We've got lots of other sports in play today as well. Archery, athletics, badminton, boccia, cerebral palsy football, chess. In fact, I think the only sports that aren't in action today, football 5-a-side, 10-bin bowling. Star-studded day. We've got medals all around. At the moment, Indonesia are leading. Let's see, Thailand, 42 golds currently. I'm sure they'll be looking to add a couple more from basketball as well. But Malaysia is just behind them in third place with 32 golds. I reckon it could be a very tight contest between Thailand and Malaysia. We've yet to see Philippines in action though, and they are a huge basketball nation, especially in the Southeast Asian region. They do like their basketball. Here we go, play begins. 7 minutes and we're already counting down. Malaysia looking for space. Ghazali finding it in Khairul Azwan, but the shot clock, 18 seconds. Think about it, it's a long way to traverse in just 18 seconds and to include time to lay up your shot. Thailand now. Longer balls. Kwan Chai trying to get past Khairul Azman. Contact there. The wheelchairs are seen as an extension of the body. So the moment there's contact, you can be sure that the referees will call it. Conchai taking that, making no mistake. Sinks in the first couple of points for Thailand. 1-0 now, they take the lead. But Malaysia, using their height to their full advantage, answers back with 2 points for Malaysia. Nicely looped in there. Hecker's hit. Contact. Ekasit has exceedingly long arms, and that really does help their cause.
Second personal foul, Malaysia, number 6.
Oh.
Mohammed Khairi, number 4, Malaysia, first personal foul.
Malaysia getting stuck in there. 3 personal fouls for the team already.
Now on the charity strike.
Conchai stepping up for this one. Didn't quite make it, not quite long enough. Niwat finds Ekasit. Ekasit will go for this shot, and he doesn't miss.
With the rainbow shot, that's Jumjarian. Hits the deuce.
Interestingly enough, in yesterday's match, Malaysia, no 3-pointers from them, but Ekasit from that point doesn't often miss. But of course, slightly different point scoring system here. You get 2 points for shooting from behind the arc, a single point inside the arc and from a free throw. The Malaysians know they need to lock down their players, but it's Ekasit again. just spins back out. Kyril passes back to Kyril. He is very tall. And you just see that he's got enough length in him to be able to lean back out of reach of his opponents. Substitution. In comes Chukar.
Number 10.
Quick breakaway there from Ekasit. He's looking for space, doesn't find it, so instead he takes it. And it's another one for Thailand. 3-2 now. Kyril. Bit of congestion there. Niwat sends it to Kwanchai. Kwanchai fumbles, manages to pick it up. Ekasit. Nicely off the backboard. Beautiful shot. Ekasit has something very calm and composed about him. Oh, that's going to be a personal foul. 4-2 now, the score, in what has been a very fast-paced game, and also a very physical game. These athletes don't give each other much space, backing into each other. Razali now. Oh. Kwanchai making space, sending it to Ekasit, back to Kwanchai. Again, more contact. Some slick passing between the two of them. They work so well together, Ekasit and Kwanchai. Kwanchai to take the free throw. Beautiful. Nicely laid in. But the Malaysians back to business. Thailand using their speed and agility on court. Malaysia almost bullying their way through there. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Kyril. Oh, just missing that one. You can see the intention there. Nice long ball. Ekasit. Nicely done. They seem to really have found their flow here this morning. Ooh. Kyril Azman bouncing around there on his wheelchair. Again, down to Ekasit. Using his body, leaning into it as he shoots again. Can anybody stop him? He is incredibly on form today. 7-2 now, the current score. 2 minutes, 45 left on the clock. Niwat to Ekasit. Again. Too easy. 8-2 now. The Malaysians trailing by 6.
Timeout, Malaysia.
Timeout called then by Malaysia. They know they need to recoup. They know they need to re-strategize. Now in total, when you're forming your team, you're allowed a certain number of points. Earlier on we talked about the classification system between 1 and 4.5, with the 0.5s between 1 and 2 obviously. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4 and finally 4.5.
The Singapore Indoor Stadium is a smoke-free facility.
You're allowed a total of 8.5 points for a team.
A smokeless facility. Thank you.
So it's very, very essential that you pick the right players with the right sort of skills and how you match them all together. And what we can see at the moment is that the partnership between Ekazit and Kwanchai is extremely effective for Malaysia. Ekazit's scoring abilities have been sensational so far. This is proving to be a very exciting match. Okay. Carol. Oh. Pushed out there. And great defending by Ekazit. Kwanchai. Kwanchai looking for space. Makes an attempt, doesn't quite make it. As the Malaysian go on the fast break, doesn't quite get to the ball in time and it's out of play.
Sorry, number 6, Malaysia checks into the ball game. Number 15, Malaysia, Hamza checks into the ball game.
Okay, we got substitutions for Malaysia, fresh legs then. The Thais stretching, reaching. Ekazit again.
Banks it in, Jumjarian.
9-2 now. The Malaysians need to find their scoring abilities here. It's just not quite there.
That's Hamza.
3-3, of course, is a different ball game to the 5-on-5. A lot less passing. You come back straight into vision, and there he is again. Ekazit. Take a look at that. Straight in from a long ball, turns, places, lands it in the net. In the process, managing to draw the foul, so free throw for him. Oh, doesn't quite make it. That's probably the first one he's missed this match. We've got less than a minute to go, but there's with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Malaysia finally getting somewhere. 10-4 now. Brilliantly looped in. Just bounced off the backboard. Razali to take this one. Not quite. It's just that angle at which it just bounces straight back out. The Thai's quick to pick it up. Ekazit. Great body control. Swerving in and out there. Goes for it but doesn't quite make it. Shot clock resets. The Malaysians on the charge. Trying to struggle through. The Thais are really locked in their defenses. The Malaysians just keep on fumbling. He wasn't going to miss that one, was he, Ekasit? Let's take another look. Looped over. Just slips out of the hands of Hamza.
Malaysia, 4 points.
Ekasit.
Now we're going to play a game with the odds called the
Fantastic,
Bongo
and there we
Pyramids,
go.
and that right
And that wraps us up for the first half. Remember, we got 2 halves of 7 minutes here for this game. Thailand has shown their dominance once again in the 3-on-3 against Malaysia.
Show us your bongo moves.
Here we go.
I like
Malaysia
the
started
I like the
strongly though, but for every point they had, Thailand had an answer.
Bongo with us. Show us.
Khairul Azman using his height to his full advantage. He's a big lad. But Ekasit has proved the most effective player on court at the moment. Getting in basket after basket after basket. It has been a real treat to watch him at work.
Oh yeah. They got
So
it.
there we go. That's the final score at the end of the first half. 11-4 to Thailand at the moment.
Wow.
It's
Show us
almost
your
like he's
bongo.
playing the wiggle cam.
All of you, everybody, let's do it together.
Considering that it's a weekday, we're getting some decent showings for a crowd this morning, which goes to show that people
And
really
over there,
are
oh,
here
yeah, we're going really fast.
to
Oh, she's
enjoy
got
some
speed
sensational
bongo going
basketball.
on. Speed bongo.
A fast-paced first 7 minutes. We've got another 7 to go.
Good rhythm, good rhythm.
Of course, basketball, just one of 15 sports. This is the largest games ever in the history of the ASEAN Para Games. This is the 8th edition, first time it's being held in Singapore here. We've got over 3,000 athletes and officials joining us. Singapore play hosts for the first time after hosting the Southeast Asian Games a little bit earlier in the year, midway in June and July. It was a lot of joyous celebrations this year for Singapore, not only hosting the games, but it's also SG50, celebrating 50 years of independence. It's a golden jubilee. Singapore at the moment sitting 5th on the medal tally, with 16 golds, 9 silver, 11 bronze. As play gets back underway here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, Thailand currently leading 11-4. And it's still Kwanchai. So I've just gotten an update. Singapore now 17 golds. Adding another one from swimming. Swimming, of course, one of their pet events in both the SEA Games and the ASEAN Para Games. But it's Malaysia who are scoring at the moment. Now 11-5. Kwanchai just missing there as the shot clock goes. Mohammed just tipping himself over there. Play will be reset. Razali. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. Kwanchai out, Visut in.
Number 7, Thailand. Checks into the ball game.
Okay, play resumes and it's Khairul Azman. Ekasit. Visut on the second attempt gets it in, opening the account for Thailand in this second half. 12-5 now. A 7-point lead over Malaysia. as we see some fancy antics from Khairul Azman, trying to break away. Just give himself a little bit more room, a bit more wiggle room to get down there, get closer to the net, and help his team set up. He's going to try from afar though, as the shot clock goes, but doesn't quite make it in.
Dishes it in.
So Singapore celebrating continually. That 17th gold came from To Wei Song. Incredible showing from our swimmers so far. Malaysia. Khairul Azman giving himself the space, almost tipped out by Ekasit. But he was just close enough with just enough reach. You can see him just playing it just a little bit out of reach for Ekasit to snag the ball.
Malaysia, timeout.
Now, just as Malaysia go timeout, that 16th gold medal for Singapore came courtesy of Teresa Goh in the 50-meter freestyle. If you tuned in right at the beginning of the transmission, you would have seen her featured in our opening Unbreakable video. Of course, we're here to celebrate the extraordinary, celebrating our athletes. And in this edition of the Games, it's our athletes with disabilities that we're celebrating. And we're definitely seeing some extraordinary talent on the court here today. Ekasit making himself felt, but the Malaysians know that they need to stop him. They need to tighten up their defense a little bit more. Maybe they just need to be a little more ruthless. Although they do have to be careful not to draw too many fouls.
Back on the ball game now.
Back down to Ekasit. You see, he's so effective in front of the net.
Jumjarian dishes it in.
14-6 now. The Malaysian defense really needs to try and lock him down. You need someone with the arm length of Khairul Azman. Here we go. This is probably a better pairing. There we go. With Khairul Azman's arm length, he is able to just get a little more reach when it comes to defending. Ball's being tipped. Again, Khairul Azman lays it up for Mohammad Azwar, who doesn't make a mistake. And some brilliant defense, just tipping it out of the hands of Visut. Getting the ball back in play. Niwat over to Visut. Nice breakaway there, but they're really locking down Ekasit. They know he's a danger man. They're calling personal foul, and they're saying nope. Coach is saying no. Very heated discussion there. But the Malaysians happy to take this one and run with it. Razali on the breakdown. There we go. Khairul Azman getting into position just before the ties could block him off there. Setting himself up nicely to score the 8th point for Malaysia. It's 14-8 now. Malaysia slowly creeping back. We've got 3 minutes left in this second half.
Personal foul.
But 3 minutes is a very long time. Ikusit missing that one. But the Thai's coming back in for it. Niwat passing it to Visut. Passing it to Ikusit, who's not going to miss again. 15-8. Oh, great interception there by Ikusit. Oh, some slick passing. These guys really know each other.
Top scorer for
Ikusit,
Team
one more
Thailand,
time.
number 15.
Too good. The Malaysians need to do something. Razali looking for Khairul, finds him, but the shot clock stops him from getting one in the basket. 16-8 with less than 2 minutes to go.
Hamza number 15 and Chua Khan number 10, Malaysia checks into the ball game. Number 4, Pimcorn, Team Thailand, checks into the ball game.
Substitutions. Kwanchai almost tipping over Ahmad Nasri there. Oh, didn't quite make that one in either.
Substitution Thailand, that's number 9, John Supin, checks into the ball game.
Jakopan in.
Just under 2 minutes now left in the game, that's Team Thailand and Team Malaysia.
Kwanchai. Oh, Malaysia managed to grab the rebound. Razali. Not quite able to get away from Kwanchai. It's getting very physical out there on the court. Nasri. The Malaysians looking a little bit scrappy there.
Hassan Azar, Malaysia, number 6, substitution, checks back into the ball game.
The Malaysians trying to find a combination that works. We've got Ikusit again being blocked by Tsuka, who just can't quite get back in there. Officials claiming that Ikusit using legs for advantage. He's claiming that it was the strapping. Not happy with that call, clearly. So it's Malaysia with an opportunity to reduce the deficit. Not quite. Ahmad Nasri. Not quite as effective in front of the net. He'll try again though. But he's not quite got the speed to just break away from the Malaysians. A little help there from Mohamed Azwar as he attempts to get the 2 points. Long ball pass to Ikusit, who's already waiting before anyone could come in. There we go, on the rebound.
Substitution Malaysia, number 7, Chantik, checks into the ball game.
Razali back in. Okay, Ahmad Nasri with a good run. Kwanchai there to try and block him off. He passes it over to Razali. Razali sinks it in.
Chantik.
9 points for Malaysia. but they've still got a way to go if they want to catch up to Thailand. Ekasit. (17-9) now. 16 seconds left in this game.
Number 15, Malaysia. Alan Nasri, third personal foul.
Lots of fouls there for the Malaysians. Ekasit. Got 10 seconds left. He knows he can take his time. He can take his time. 5 seconds. The time running out. Kwanchai loops it over, just misses.
That's the game.
But
Thailand
the buzzer goes
17,
and signals the
Malaysia
end
9.
of the game. That's it. Thailand managing to wrap this one up. 17-9. A brilliant result to start the day then. And a great showing of basketball talent here at the 3-on-3. This is the ASEAN Para Games wheelchair basketball competition. First quarter ended in favor of Thailand, 11-4. In the second, they managed to lock in another 5. Malaysia found their scoring abilities with that 5. Thailand, though, managing to edge them out with an additional 6. Total 17-9 in favor of Thailand. A great way to start the day off. Khairul Azman doing a great job, but it was this man right here, Ekazit Jumjarian, who really made the difference for Thailand. Top scorer. But this was, without a doubt, a very physical game. With the sheer size of the Thai players and the Malaysian players, it was always going to be a rough one. Ekazit getting this one on the rebound. Razali managing to score there for Malaysia, but it was too little too late. 17-9 the final score. And with some Thai music on in the background there in the Singapore Indoor Stadium, the Thais will be very happy with that result. They'll be playing again against Myanmar a little bit later on, scheduled for possibly about 11:20, I believe. Next match will be between Philippines and Myanmar. That's coming up very soon. But there you go, the final result between Thailand and Malaysia. Thailand 17, Malaysia 9. Now just looking at the personal fouls for Malaysia. Quite a large number. Both Mohammad Azwar and Ahmad Nasri with 3 personal fouls. Zulkar, the only clean player on the court. For the Thais, Niwat Visut and Kwanchai picking up a single personal foul each, but Ekasit with slightly higher 2. But the Malaysians were really trying to get stuck in that game. More action coming up next between Philippines and Myanmar. Stay with us here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. This is the 8th ASEAN Para Games. This is day 2 of competition here at the Wheelchair Basketball.
ถ้าเดินนี้ด้วยหาเล่และกาจะปาและกาจะปา Now, so don't wait, my dear.